Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to do our sit-through leg ground engagement exercise with the slam ball. I think the most important family of ground engagement is the hip drop sit-through leg family. Hip drop being the simplest version, sit-through leg being the next simplest version. We have a previous video on the hip drop on the slam ball. This is just one step up from that with the sit-through leg. This move is part of all get-ups. It's part of Turkish get-ups, it's part of judo get-ups, it's part of Krav get-ups. It's part of all the important get-ups that you need to know as a human. Getting up off the ground is a fundamental human skill. And if it's not a part of your fitness program, well, you should make it a part of your fitness program. We are going to start this exercise very close to the ball. We are going to take two hands, turn our fingers out, put them on top of the ball. This exercise is forcing us to mod our grip on the ground. Normally on the ground, we would just have two hands down and we would sit all the way through with our straight leg, turning our body, and we would transition from side to side. Getting that piece of core activation and learning to lift our hip up off the ground is something that is more unique. People will compare this muscle to the muscles used in a Russian twist. Yes, but not the neurological pattern required to do it. Many people are very strong, they do lots of ab work, and they still can't get up off the ground effectively. So we're trying to kill two birds with one stone. Have strong abs, actually program yourself to get up off the ground by doing it. We have our slam ball in front of us. We are going to turn our hands out, which changes our grip from engaging the ground this way to engaging the ground this way. The more positions we put our hands in when we're doing this activity, the better we get at doing it. Because if you're trying to get up under stress, your hands are going to end up in a bunch of weird positions. So we're going to practice a bunch of weird positions, and the truth will lie somewhere in the middle of all of them. Turn your hands out. Feet are going to start flat on the ground. Bend your legs if you want. We are going to pivot both feet so that they are pointed the direction we want to go. We are going to take this hip. We're going to put it straight down on the ground until we are essentially casually sitting on the ground. We're going to leave our hands on the ball. That's going to force us into a weird twist. Because our hands are not on the ground, they are high up. It's going to change the way that these muscles fire in the side of our body. We are going to come back to the center, sit down the other side, rock your chest forward, lay on the ball. Martial artists will recognize this as being an important thing. Drive up, drop down, lay on that ball, press with the arms, a super weird side press push-up, press, drive up, bring your feet back. Sit all the way down on the ground. Lay on the ball. Press with that rear arm the most. Come back to the center. The more we do this, the more you're going to notice that your feet are going to do less stepping and more hopping. That's fine. You're skipping the middle. Practice the middle until you don't need it anymore, and then skip it. When we're doing this, our goal is to have our hip as close to the ball as possible. There is no gap there. The further away from the ball you are, the more terrible this is going to become because you're taking away your mechanical advantage. Get close to the ball, lay on it, drive, using this rear leg and this opposite hand. Hand Xing across the body to this foot. Press, drive back to center. Keep your hands on that ball the whole time. Martial artists will recognize this as powering down on top of somebody. This is used in a bunch of different things, BJJ, different types of wrestling, laying on the other person and maintaining contact as you move your body. You see it in Krav Maga, you see it a lot of places. This is not a direct copy of any of those moves. It is a copy of the idea and getting you into a movement thing so we can work on lifting that hip and getting it down. We're working on that one little piece of the movement so that you can integrate it into other athletic activities as you continue on in training.